Flowers, candles and messages at the scene of last Friday's siege inside a kosher supermarket in suburban Paris. In the bloodshed of last week, this attack was aimed at France's Jews. 4 died here, and it's focused attention on anti-Semitism in France and the rising number of Jews who want to leave.
We think about the future, we think about our children, and we are afraid. And events like this make us even more scared.
Last year, around 7,000 Jews left France for Israel, double the number that left the year before. At the same time, anti-Jewish violence has risen, linked by some commentators to France's large Muslim population and events in the Middle East. Fatalities have grabbed headlines like the kidnapping, torture and murder of a Jewish man near Paris in 2006 and the shooting in 2012 of 7 people, including 3 Jewish children and a rabbi, at a Jewish school in Toulouse. Last summer, in a Paris suburb, anti-Jewish rioting was an apparent reaction to the war in Gaza.
I think that French Jews are very attached to the French Republic. They've been here for more than 1,000 years, and there's no reason for their history here to end. All they're asking is to live in safety and for people to recognise that anti-Semitism is everyone's problem right now.
Anti-Semitism is particularly rife online, a way of skirting France's strict laws against hate speech. The controversial comedian Jonah Mbala is an especially popular exponent of this, a self-confessed anti-Semite arrested this week for comments online allegedly sympathetic to the kosher supermarket gunman. The armed police keeping watch over the bullet-riddled kosher supermarket here will become a familiar sight. The government has announced that synagogues and Jewish schools will remain under armed guard for the foreseeable future. And while the government has made an enormous effort to reassure French Jews, the Prime Minister saying that France would no longer be France without them, there is palpable unease. In Le Marais, Paris's Jewish quarter, life isn't quite as it was. A shop owner agreed to speak to us if we obscured her identity for security reasons.
There's a lot of antisocial behavior. Assaults, people who are insulted for wearing a kippah, young girls who are intimidated or attacked for wearing a Star of David, and this summer a lot of Jewish shops were burned.
Would she consider leaving France?
Well, it's not my plan right now. I am French, I live in France, so I wouldn't want to. It'd be a shock for me to have to leave. So right now, I live here, but I know there are a lot of people who are thinking about it.
The Jews of France have a long and proud history in France. Now many are questioning their future here. Jonah, Al Jazeera, Paris.